So here I have already moisturised skin, so I'm just popping my hair out of my way. And then to get started, so I take a eyeshadow from Illamasqua and use that as a colour corrector for dark circles under my eyes before applying any kind of foundation. Because the foundation I'm using at the moment is a little bit thicker, I take a face oil, just a tiny amount, and rub this in to give me a base to work with. My skin is naturally oily, but I feel like I need this with the foundation that I'm using. Picking up the foundation on the back of my finger and just spreading it, dotting it around my face and taking it down my neck so that everything blends in. And taking my Morphe M439 brush, this is a stippling brush, and I just sort of work that into the face and then buff it in to give a bit more of an even and flawless finish. I take it over my eyes and over my lips, so I've got a blank canvas to work everywhere. Then next is concealer. I take the Maybelline Eraser in Nude and just pop this under my eyes and in the centre of my forehead. And I'm taking a sponge. This is the sponge by Real Techniques, just working that in slightly damp until you've got the coverage that you want. I also take it over my eyelids to give me a base for my eyeshadow. Then the setting powder I use is by Soap & Glory. This is a translucent powder, but it's got a slightly yellow tinge to it, so that helps with brightening underneath the eyes and bringing forward any highlight that you've created before with the concealer. I also take this over the eyelid to set the concealer on the eye area before the eyeshadow is applied. Next is contour. I take the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I take the darkest shade. As you can see, it's a little bit too dark when it first goes on, but it gives me the contour that I like, and I go back over and blend this in quite a few times until you get the desired look that you need and more of a natural finish. The brush I'm using, the first one was by NARS, and then the second one, which I take to blend in, is by Natasha Nadona. So then I take it up and around the forehead, and then anything that I have left over on my brush, I take on the chin area and just on the side of the nose. So it's not too heavily contoured, but enough just to give it some definition. Once the contour is complete, I take a bronzer. This one is by Too Faced in shade Milk Chocolate. It's a very, very light colour, and I take a small amount onto the brush and use this to blend everything together. So there's not much more colour being added. This is purely sort of to bring everything together and make sure everything is blended. Then onto eyeshadow, taking a cool tone brown. This one is from MAC, part of the Mariah Carey collection, and taking this into the crease of the eye, just back and forth to set a base and create an open eye. Then the Huda Beauty palette. This is the mini coral collection. Take two colours. I like this shade. It just gives a little bit of colour to the brown tones that I've applied and just creates a little bit more of a wider eye. Taking that over the same area where you applied the first colour and slightly below, taking it down towards the eyelashes. Then the shimmer colour is applied with my finger. I find that's the best way to apply these colours, and just pop that all over the lid. Then to wing the colour out, I take a soft brown. This is a shimmery colour, again from MAC. As you can see, I've nearly used it all up, and I'm not quite sure of the colour again, so I need to find that out so I can repurchase. But yeah, just taking it on the outer corners just to create a winger look. Once I'm happy with the eyeshadow, I then apply eyeliner. This is liquid eyeliner. I've done this off camera and with my eyebrows, just not to bore you with that. But then I apply a loose pigment by MAC. This is in shade Melon. This is my absolute favourite. I use this every day. This highlights just the underneath the brow bone and in the corner of the eye. Then onto blush. This is from Bourjois in Rose d'Or in number 34. I use the brush that it comes with and just applied that all over the cheek. You don't have to be this extra and apply two blushes, but I am loving this shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's got shimmer in with the colour and it just gives that pop on the apples of the cheek, and just gives you a really nice glow. Then to highlight, again using the two shimmer shades, the two highlight shades from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and apply that on the cheekbones. Mascara is from Dior in Black Out Dior Show, and again I've applied that off camera. Lips, I have used Subculture from MAC to line, Penelope Pink from Charlotte Tilbury, and then a gloss on top. This is also from MAC. And that's it. Take the hair down. This is my day 6 hair. Need some work. But yeah guys, that's it. Pretty simple.